Samsung just made foldable phones way more accessible by launching the Galaxy Z Flip 7 Fan Edition, their first ever fan edition foldable and the most affordable one yet at just $899. And the best part, it's basically the Galaxy Z Flip 6 with a slightly older chip under the hood. This move makes a lot of sense because while it uses last year's Exynos 2400 processor instead of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, the rest of the package stays nearly identical, giving users that iconic, foldable experience without the usual $1,000 price tag. The Z Flip 7 Fe features the same 3.4-inch Super AMOLED cover screen with a resolution of 720 by 748 pixels, 60Hz refresh rate, and up to 1,600 nits of brightness, designed in that familiar folder-like shape that has become a hallmark of Samsung's Flip design. On the inside, you get a 6.7-inch foldable Full HD Plus screen with a 1 to 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, HDR10 Plus support, and a peak brightness of 2,600 nits, making everything from scrolling to streaming feel buttery smooth. In terms of cameras, the phone is equipped with a powerful 50-megapixel main sensor featuring dual-pixel autofocus and optical image stabilization, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 10-megapixel selfie camera, all capable of recording up to 4K at 60 frames per second, plus 10-bit Super HDR for richer photo and video detail. It's not just about hardware, though. The Z Flip 7 Fe comes with Android 16 and One UI 8 straight out of the box. And Samsung has committed to an impressive 7 years of major OS and security updates, which is pretty much industry-leading for a phone in this price range. You'll also get Galaxy AI tools like Note Assist, Drawing Assist, Transcript Assist, and Call Assist, making this phone smarter and more helpful in daily use. Powering the device is a 4,000 mAh battery with support for 25-watt fast charging and 15-watt wireless charging, now enhanced with Cheta readiness for improved wireless efficiency. Other features include stereo speakers, a side-mounted fingerprint reader, 5G connectivity, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, and a USB Type-C 3.2 port. The build quality hasn't been compromised either, with an armor aluminum frame, Gorilla Glass, Victus 2 on the front and rear, and IP48 certification for dust and water resistance. It weighs just 187 grams and folds down to a compact 14.9 millimeters, making it super pocketable and light. Storage options include 128 GB and 256 GB variants, both paired with 8 GB RAM, and color choices are simple but classy with black and white options available. Compared to the Galaxy Z Flip 6, the savings of $200 make this fan edition model a fantastic deal, especially for anyone curious about trying a foldable phone without spending a fortune. Pre-orders are already open and the official release is scheduled for July 29th in select markets. For anyone who's been watching the foldables space and waiting for a more affordable way in, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE could be the one that finally changes the game. Let us know what you think about Samsung's newest foldable in the comments. And if you found this update helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to stay in the loop on all things tech. Thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Is buying a new smartwatch about to get more expensive than you expected? If you've been holding out for Samsung's upcoming Galaxy Watch 8 series, it might be time to prepare your wallet. A new leak just revealed some major pricing changes, and not everyone will be thrilled. According to a recent report by WinFuture, Samsung is planning to raise the prices of the Galaxy Watch 8 and Galaxy Watch 8 Classic compared to their predecessors, but that's not all. The Galaxy Watch Ultra 2, which is more of a refresh than a complete overhaul, will still carry the same high price tag as before, making it the most expensive watch in Samsung's upcoming lineup. Let's break it all down, starting with the standard Galaxy Watch 8, which is expected to come into sizes 40mm and 44mm. These models could be priced about 40 to 50 euros more than the Galaxy Watch 7. To give you a better idea, the Wi-Fi only versions of the Watch 7 launched at 319 euros and 349 euros for the 40mm and 44mm sizes, respectively. So if the leak is accurate, the Watch 8 could be priced around 359 euros for the 40mm version and 399 euros for the 44mm version. That's not a massive jump, but it's enough to make people stop and think, especially when there aren't many groundbreaking changes expected in terms of design or features. Now, let's talk about the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. This one is also going up in price. The previous Watch 6 Classic started at 419 euros for the smaller size and went up to 499 euros for the 47mm LTE model. The Watch 8 Classic could now start at 469 euros and go up to 549 euros, again showing a 50 euro increase across the board. What's surprising here is that even though this model is called Classic, it won't be the most premium option in Samsung's new lineup. That title goes to the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2, or the 2025 version of the Ultra, which is reportedly sticking to the same 699 euros price tag, the 2024 version. What makes this even more interesting is that the Ultra 2 isn't expected to bring any major changes. The design is mostly the same, with only some minor color updates rumored. Many fans assumed that because there aren't big new features, Samsung might reduce the price. But instead, the company seems confident enough to keep that 699 euros figure. One thing that remains unclear is what will happen to the original Galaxy Watch Ultra from 2024. Will Samsung keep it in stores at a lower price, or retire it to avoid confusion? On one hand, keeping the older model would give people a more affordable entry into the Ultra category. On the other hand, having two nearly identical models could confuse customers who don't know which version they're buying. So it's likely that Samsung will quietly discontinue the original once the new one is launched at the Unpacked event next month. In summary, whether you're interested in the regular Watch 8, the more traditional Watch 8 Classic, or the high-end Watch Ultra 2, it's going to cost more this time around. These price hikes may not be massive individually, but they do add up, especially if you were planning to grab a premium model. What remains to be seen is whether Samsung adds enough new features to justify these price changes. Otherwise, users might feel like they're paying more just for the brand name. What do you think? Are you okay with the higher prices? Or is this too much for a smartwatch in 2020?